At times, you have to tell somebody that they are wrong, but the way you say that is going to determine whether they take you as a leader or they absolutely diminish and delete your feedback. I'm going to show you exactly 8 ways that you can use in order to give feedback in such a manner that people see you as a high-performing mentor and leader, not just somebody who's sharing opinion. Check this out. Hi, this is Bishal Sarkar. For the past 16 years, I've been helping leaders from around the globe and top leaders from companies like Microsoft, IBM, Google, Cisco. These companies' leaders come to me to get training. And today in this video, I'm going to show you 8 ways you can use feedback in such a manner that actually stretch people beyond their limitations. So let's check them out. Number 1, when somebody shares something very good, say this is strong, and knowing your potential, if I were to push you even further, I would say da 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 da. For example, somebody can come to me and say, Bishal, this is what I'm doing. I say, this is strong, but knowing your potential, if I were to stretch you even further, if I were to push you even further, here is what I would say. And then tell them that. Don't directly say. Number 2, another thing you can say is that I love the direction. One thing to consider here is this. For example, last week, one of my team members came to me with a feedback and said, we can do this. What do you think about it? I said, I love the direction of your thinking, but here is one thing to consider. For example, somebody can come and say to you that I'm thinking about doing intermittent fasting, Dad. I'm thinking about doing intermittent fasting, sister. What do you think? You say, I love the direction, that you're really serious about your health, but here is one thing to consider. And intermittent, and then you talk about the negative part about that, right? So I love the direction. So you're appreciating people's direction. This is very, very good. Okay. Another thing you can say is that if somebody is doing very good, don't just say what is missing. Say, I like it, it's fine. Say, you're 90% there. This is another frame. Very, very important, powerful frame. You say you're 90% there. The 10% that will make it perfect is this. Okay. For example, one of the people that I'm coaching right now came to me with a brilliant talk recently. He's delivering a TED talk, and he said that this is the thing that I'm thinking about. I told him, I said, this is brilliant. This is like 90% done. It's almost done. The 10% that would make it even further. Can I tell you what that is? And he said, wow, yeah. And I just, tell him that after that. So 90%, 10%. This is another thing you can do. Another one is that this is called tiny adjustment technique. So somebody can come to you with saying, okay, hey, this is the project I'm thinking about, completing. What do you think about it? You say, this is brilliant. Can I suggest, and your facial expression at that time is very important. You say, can I suggest a tiny adjustment that will probably make a big difference? Can I offer a tiny adjustment? So you're not saying, okay, oh, there is something big missing. You say, can I offer a tiny adjustment? Tiny adjustment, this is something you can say. The next one is that I'm very impressed. It's called the I'm very impressed frame. I'm very impressed, and if you want to take it to a whole exceptional level, here is what you should do. I'm really impressed already. I'm really impressed with your idea. I'm really impressed with your work. But if you wanted to take it to exceptional level, if you wanted to take it to outrageous level, here is one thing that could make that difference. Right? Final two ones I want to talk about is this. You say, this is called the common gap analysis. You say, there is a common gap that I see here based on my experience for the last XYZ years. Can I offer that to you? There's a common gap. It's like it's common to have this gap. It's like you're not the only one who's missing it. There's a common gap that I'm noticing right now. Can I offer that? Yeah. Okay, here's the common gap that I'm noticing. And you talk about the common gap after that. Okay. Another one I can talk about right now is called if I were in your shoes frame. I love what you're doing, but if I were in your shoes, can I tell you what I would do if I were in your shoes? Like, think about it. Imagine this for a second, that a friend comes to you and says, this is a problem that I am having with my wife, or this is a problem that I'm having with my child, this is a problem I'm having at home. What do I do? If you're like most people, you would actually start saying, okay, you can do this and you can do that. Don't do that. Say, this is brilliant. That's a great question. Can I share with you what I would do if I were in your place? So you're not giving gyan, you're just telling them, ke, bhai, I can understand your issue and I'm putting myself in your shoe and I'm telling you what should be done. So if I were in your shoe, here is what I would do. All right. The final one for now, a bonus one is this. You can say, is it okay for me to share how I have helped X amount of people in your situation? I'll give an example so you understand that. So let's say somebody's coming to me and saying, Bishal, I'm struggling with financial freedom. Like, I'm making X amount of money, I want to take it to another level. What is your recommendation? So before giving a recommendation, I say, is it okay if I give you the kind of advice that people inside Elite Transformation Mastermind, when they come to me to get coaching from me, is it okay for me to give you the kind of advice that actually has helped, over 300 people achieve complete financial freedom and turn their yearly income into monthly income in the last 18 months? Is it okay if I share that with you? They'll say, yeah, sure. See, your job is to open the mind of the person before you open your mouth for the feedback. I repeat, your job is to make the mind of the person open before you open your own mouth for feedback. Because when you can do that, what's going to happen is that people will be receptive to your message. And that's very important. You know, a lot of times what happens is that I see people want to give a lot of advice. Oh, do this and do that and do this and do that. But nobody's paying attention. Why? Because people are not fully receptive to your idea. Does that make sense? So one thing that's very, very important for you to understand is you have to make the mind of the audience open before you open your mouth. So these are the statements that you can see on the screen right now. Let's go. So there you go. These are the ways to really give feedback in such a manner that you sound like a leader, not just another team member. And that's my feedback for you. So listen, thank you for watching the video. I really appreciate that. Make sure you like it, make sure you comment, share this video with other people. And I'm doing a special masterclass very soon called Speak Like a CEO Masterclass. If you want to know exactly how do you speak and communicate like a CEO, below this video there is a button, there is a link. You can click the link below and you'll get a registration page that will show you exactly how to speak like a CEO. It's a 3-hour masterclass that you and I are going to be meeting for 3 hours in a small group of people where we have leaders from around the globe. They are coming to learn from me, get coached by me, and this is going to be awesome. So I do have a program for 3 months that changed people's lives. We call it the World Class Speaker Intensive Coaching for Leaders, but we don't accept everybody into the program. We also have another program called Speakathon Implementation Bootcamp. We don't accept everybody to the program. So first step is to come to that masterclass, spend the time so that I know that you're serious and you know that this system will work for you. It has worked for over 2 lakhs people over the last 16 years that I've been training for. And if you want to know exactly how to change your life forever with your speaking and communication mastery, click the link below and I'll see you on the other side. Bishal Sarkar here reminding you, public speaking is not about perfection. It's all about connection.
We just finished the first session of Speakathon Implementation Bootcamp, and I want to ask a simple question to all of you. How many of you had massive progress in the first session today?
Massive progress.
And today's session we did for the last 6 hours. Was it just theory, or did each one of you receive customized feedback? Which one?
Customized feedback.
Now, I know many of you have been facing many challenges in your confidence and connection, but after just the first session, and this is just the first session, my question to you is, are you now ready to speak with confidence, power, and connection? Is that a no or is that a yes?
Yes.
Awesome. This is Bishal Sarkar. Together we're going to finish this. Remember that public speaking is not about perfection. It's all about
Connection.
awesome.